So they announced the 8 participants from the Japanese side. We have Aja Kong and Yuka Sakazaki. So if they have Aja Kong versus Yuka Sakazaki, that would be pretty good, I think,
that
honestly.
Sounds fucking cool, actually, yeah.
If there was one person, I guess, on this side, there's a couple people that Aja would bump for, but Yuka's probably one of them. Then we have Vaney and Emi Sakura, which is pretty interesting. Vaney, also known as Asuka. I'll talk about all these people here in a second, just to give you guys kind of like a
And there's going to be some videos on our Twitter, as we said.
Yeah. Check out all our stuff on Twitter if you want to see them in action. We have Rio Mizunami versus Mace Aruga, or I'm guessing. And then Rin Katakura versus Maki Ito, which all of that sounds pretty good. And
hey, man, I heard Maki Ito is like stone cold.
She is. She's like 97 stone cold, you know, but she likes piss and shit and golden showers.
Oh, so 97 gold dust. Fuzzy lips.
And 97 Luna Vachon, yeah.
Yes. I'm actually like 97 Luna Vachon.
Yeah.
God.
Maki Ito is very over for saying piss and shit and ass and all that stuff.
That's awesome.
So let's break it down a little bit. I'll tell you guys a little bit about each of these wrestlers real quick. Aja Kong, you guys probably already know her. I don't really have to say it. She kind of speaks for herself in that regard.
Yes.
All Japan Women's Legend. She's currently freelance. She kind of mostly works Oz Academy shows. Oz is Mayumi Ozaki's federation, which you might remember. She was like one of the Joshi that was working like the WCW stuff back in the day. You probably find her on the network, actually. We did a Watch This with Mayumi Ozaki. If somebody ever tells Cody that Mayumi Ozaki is still active and worked a WCW show back in the day, she'll be on the first plane to Jacksonville. Like I said, you probably already know Aja, so I don't really have to say too much about her. She's one of the most popular wrestlers of all time. Not just Joshi, of all time, like wrestlers.
Yes.
She's a lot of fun because she absolutely refuses to like give anything to anyone unless they're worth the shit. So it's fun when she steps out of her zone a little bit.
Sure.
Love seeing her do the Goodnight Express on the TJPW shows where she kind of, like I said, steps out. You watched that, John. You actually saw her do the
that was
Goodnight
fun.
Express.
Yeah.
Her finish is traditionally the Uraken, which is the back fist.
Back fist.
It's actually funny that Eddie Kingston does it too.
Yeah, and they call it the Uraken too.
Yeah, and Jim goes, the Uraken.
Yeah, fucking back fist.
The Uraken. But whatever.
You hear that, kid? It's just the Uraken.
Doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. It's the back fist. Her finish is traditionally that, but it's also like dump you on your fucking head. She does backdrop drivers, Saito's gimmicks, so it's just whatever the fuck she feels like beating you with. Of course, Yuka Sakazaki. You guys all know her. The magical girl. She's a devious fucking little devil. She's very, very cute, and then she comes out and she just is a complete little asshole. Recently, in this past year, introduced a new version of the Magical Girl Splash, which you guys have seen on AEW. I'm going to call it the Chicken Bastard because I refuse to call it anything else.
I saw the Chicken Bastard.
Yeah, it's the 450 version of the Magical Girl Splash. It's awesome. Like I said, you probably know her if you watched AEW. Last time she was on AEW, Britt Baker broke her teeth off on the bottom rope.
Oh, yeah.
I was really hoping they were going to do more with that, but
nah.
They had to send her back over and COVID hit and all that. So
they weren't going to do anything anyway.
Yeah, you're right. I'm just giving excuses.
Don't make yourself feel better.
Just trying to cover for them. They're also known to fly her into Huntsville, Alabama to work a show. And then, of course, they tried to change her theme song that one time and everyone's like, what the fuck is going on here?
They fixed that though, at least.
Vaney, which a lot of people probably don't know, probably one of the more not known names here when it comes to Western fans. She's also known as Asuka in Japan, not the Asuka you're thinking of.
What's the two-name thing?
So she didn't want to work America as Asuka because there's already an Asuka.
Oh, so she was I see. Okay.
Yeah, she was originally Asuka. And then,
I see.
So she's, not joking, probably the best worker in this whole group. Very passionate, but like not only is her wrestling passionate, but her movements are passionate. Like you can feel it as it kind of radiates. It's kind of like a adjective, honestly, for her stuff.
Does she usually work like, I mean, obviously I know Joshi's there, but like, is she like a shithead or is she like a... People, like,
she is a mean girl.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Yeah, she is definitely a mean girl. She's egotistical. She knows she's good. You don't need to tell her.
Sick. All right, cool.
She's a freelance worker, but she works pretty much every Joshi Fed, to be honest with you, if they need someone to fill in. She's worked Chaco Pro before. She's actually going to be on Chaco Pro this upcoming week, if you guys want to watch that. You can catch a lot of her on Seedling. She's in her own little group, Las Fresas, which is a group that are just mean girls, pretty much.
Okay.
If you guys want to watch Seedling, you should. Honestly, it's really dope. A lot of these people...
do they have their own like service or?
Well, you can find Seedling
where
on the
can
internet.
You watch? Yeah, I was gonna say if you want to watch it, where can you watch it?
You can find Seedling on the internet.
Shit, not the internet. LimeWire. Here I come.
Yeah. But yeah, she's awesome. She's got a mean ass sick kick. We have a video out on her already on Twitter if you want to catch up on her. But she steals the show on pretty much every show she's on. Watch out for her in this tournament. I wouldn't be surprised if she got to the finals or even won, to be honest with
Okay.
you. Amy Sacra, owner of Gato Move. You guys know her. She's been on AEW before. Fucking loves Queen like a lot. Big Freddie Mercury fan, like a lot.
I'm pretty sure JR was upset about that as well at one point.
Yeah, just could not stand that she liked Freddie Mercury. Just not a fan. Amy Sacra has trained like 200 people, including Hikaru Shida and Riho and Mace Aruga, who is also in this tournament. She created Ice Ribbon, created Gato Move. She's done fucking everything ever. Joshi legend easily. She also is able to find the best in the people she works with and brings that out in them, which is a great skill that not many people have, which makes her super valuable to anyone that can have her. So AEW is super lucky to have her. She also does a 450, which she's been labbing recently at shows. So I wouldn't be surprised she brought it out here. She used to do it back in the day, but you know, she kind of slowed down, didn't do it as much. Rio Mizunami is another person who you guys have probably seen in AEW. She was in the Double or Nothing Big Joshi tag forever ago. She's the life of the party. Her theme song is Pitbull, Mr. Worldwide.
Whoa, shit.
Yeah. She's also a freelancer, but she works Seedling a lot. Like I said, Seedling's awesome. Find on the internet. You could go. I guess you could go on Nico. Nico is a streaming service, sort of like independent wrestling TV, but for Japanese wrestling.
Yeah.
So you can go on Nico and watch them if you want to. I'll tell you, man, Nico is Nico. That's the best way I'm gonna give it to you.
Do they have a chat on there?
Yeah, they have a chat too.
Oh, no.
Yeah, Nico is Nico. To give it to you the best way here. Yeah, so Rio is in Sealing in a group called Max Voltage. We did a video on them on Twitter. If you guys want to check that out, it's honestly one of the favorite ones. One of my favorites we ever put out. It's a bad fucking group of just dancing motherfuckers, dude. They're awesome.
DANCE.
Yeah, dude, that video is awesome. I love that shit. And Rio is no one to be fucked with. She does a big ass lariat, big leg drop, big power wrestler. I got mad love for her. Sometimes she does a tombstone if the house is up, daddy. She does things. It's awesome. Mace Aruga, which is a trainee of Amy Sakura, more or less the ace of Gato Move at this point. She's known as the Apple Girl or the Ichigai Genius. She's the current Gato Move tag champ with Balian Aki and Best Bros. They call her the Genius because she made her debut 21 days after her first day training ever in wrestling.
Whoa.
Which is incredibly fucking quick. Not even a month in, and she already made her first match debut. And you can see her first match debut on YouTube. You can see all her matches ever. Gato Move has pretty much all of them up on YouTube.
That's awesome.
You search it up, you can find it. And now she fucking does like all your favorite moves from 2005 Ring of Honor. Dude, she does apple mutilation. She does a crossface version of the apple mutilation where she puts him in a crossface chicken wing and then does the cattle mutilation. She calls it Lucifer. It's pretty dope.
How the hell is that? Okay, you got to show me.
Yeah, so crossface chicken wing and then she bridges over
Okay.
into cattle mutilation. It's
That
really
sounds
dope.
Bugged, actually.
Yeah, it's fucked. It is fucked. But she's super quick, super energetic, can pin you from anywhere. A trait, obviously, she got from Amy Sakura. So she's someone to look out for, too. She's awesome. She saw her in TJPW. She was with the French. She was May St. Michael.
Ah, the fucking French, yes.
Yeah, fucking French. Then we have Rin Katakura, which honestly was sort of a wild card. She's known as the cool needlefish. She's sort of a wild card because I don't even think people that keep up with Joshi kind of expected her to be in this tournament, especially from Marvelous at that point. I guess maybe because Takumi Aroha was injured, who is the ace of Marvelous, and I guess Mio Momono's having her 5-year anniversary here soon, so she was probably getting ready for that show.
She's also in the Heart Foundation.
Yeah, you're damn right. But she's trained by Chigusa Nagayo, which is an all-time Joshi wrestler, one of the greatest ever. Rin does a mean front missile dropkick, and she's quick as lightning, and she's good. She's cool. And she's a dancing motherfucker. And, of course, Maki Ito, which is everyone's favorite wrestler.
The one that Cody tweeted that he wants her to win.
Cody's a big Maki. So I really like when she tweeted about
that means she's not going to win.
Cleveland Steamers. Maki Ito comes out. She sings her own theme song, which is pretty cool. So you guys know when to do it along with her. She comes out and she says, Sekai ichi kawaii no wa. And then you have to say Ito-chan, which she's asking, who is the cutest in the world? And then you say her name, which is Ito.
Yeah, Tony Schiavone will definitely say that on AEW, I'm sure.
I tried to get Tony
She's going to come
Schiavone.
out and say it, and Jared's going to say, Jim Ross.
Jimmy Limelight, Jimmy Limelight. I tried to get Tony Schiavone to say it, but he didn't even give it a shot.
Did he say
he didn't
fuck
even
off?
give
What
it
did
a
he say?
shot. Yeah, so I tried.
Because I don't think, say what happened there.
Yeah, so I was
people...
like, I don't even remember. I think I saw it on the Young Bucks posted on Facebook. I was like, oh shit, Tony Schiavone does like after chats on YouTube.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'll go in there and I'll ask him about the women's thing. You know, I was like, man, I really want to get a soundbite of Tony Schiavone saying Sekai ichi kawaii no wa. I really wanted to say it. He goes, Pulse, you want me to say no, not gonna say that. He said, not even gonna try it. Can't say it.
Fair enough. I mean, I
At least he was honest there.
I said,
Kid.
yeah, I was like, yeah, good enough, fine. I just I just want to see if he can say it. He will say, I can't wait for Jim Ross to say, "Shaka each kawaii no wa." So Maki Ito probably has the most hype going into this tournament due to her tweeting about piss and shit and golden showers.
And motherfuckers.
Yeah. So a lot of hype going into this tournament.
Credit card.
Yeah. She's the queen of the simps. She has everything that the West thinks Joshi wrestling is, so it works, and she's going to be incredibly over. She was very much just a gimmick until this past year, where her in-ring stuff really started to evolve. She's really starting to like really get some moves underneath. So I'm excited to see what she can bring to the table here. She probably has a good chance of making it kind of far. I mean, if the tournament is set up like I said it is, and she's facing off against Reen, I can see her winning that match. Sure. Just wanted to make sure everyone knows up front, because it seems like a lot of people who are like just fans of her based off of gifs and her tweets and stuff, and they might not have actually watched her wrestle too much. She loses. That's her gimmick, is she never wins. Her gimmick is that she's a failed idol. She had failed plastic surgery and she fails at wrestling constantly, but she's extremely fucking hard-headed, which leads to her using her head in matches. That's her gimmick, is she's hard-headed and it's actually making her head hard. She does kokeshis and headbutts.
That's a pretty fucking good gimmick, actually.
It is. It's a fucking fantastic character. And what makes her so compelling is that she loses all the time. She's never beaten anyone in the upper echelon of TJPW ever.
Hopefully the hard part is I don't know if that'll ever get explained in this tournament. I don't know if
Jim Ross, big fan, knows exactly what to get across here. No, but that's what I'm saying. She actually, I think she has a chance to, if she faces Reen, she will beat Reen. So like, I think that might be her one win if they give her one. But yeah, just keep that in mind. She's also a fucking maniac. That's also her gimmick. And her finish is the Ito Special, which is a Cloverleaf, or the Ito Deluxe, which is the arm trap version of the Cloverleaf. So there's a rundown of all the women in the Japanese side.